Hello, everybody, and welcome to Firebase After Hours. My name is Peter, and I am very excited today because usually I'm the host, but today I am one of our guests. So let me bring in my favorite co-host. Here is Noe. Hey, Noe, how are you doing?
I should really start reading my emails.
Yes, you should.
Yeah. So I guess I'll just take it away as you normally do.
Yep.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Firebase After Hours live stream. Just as a friendly reminder, before we get started doing anything, we have a code of conduct. Please be excellent to each other. And with that, I'd like to bring in my favorite co-host. Well, Peter's already here. So, Marina.
Hi. Hello, everyone. It's so nice to be here again. It's been a while.
Yeah, last time you were here, it was about
March.
Android Credential Manager, right?
I think it was, it was that earlier this year. Yeah, and we had, I think, a special after hours for demo day last year or something like that, that we invited the whole team. That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah, we should do that again. Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it in our calendars.
Yeah, good idea. So, Noe,
Yes.
take it away.
Oh, yes. Man, you really put me on the spot. So I called Peter and Marina here today to discuss a thing that they want to show us. I'm doing great, aren't I?
You're amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I really should start reading my emails. So I believe Peter and Marina have some big plans for 2026, and they revolve around something that Peter has been doing for a while. And then I remember Marina joined Google, and she's like, "Ooh, I could do this too, but for Android." And if I recall correctly, it's like a Star Trek thing where you say, "Make it snow." So that's a holiday joke. So could you take us through what your plans are for 2026 and what we can expect in the new year with Make It So, and I believe it's some Vibe, Antigravity, Stitch, Jules coding?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
I can give the backstory, and then Marina can chime in and talk a little bit about what we have planned for today. So I'll try to keep it brief. So a couple of years ago, I was trying to figure out how Swift UI works, and I thought, okay, I need something to try this on. How about a to-do list application? Because that is what everybody does. So I started building a to-do list application. And at one point, I thought, okay, let's see if I can replicate Apple's Reminders app using Swift UI. In the beginning, it was, I got there mostly. And then with later versions of Swift UI, it got better and better. And also, along all of that, I thought, okay, let's also demonstrate how Firebase works so that I get to play around with Swift UI and people learn how Firebase works. So that is what I did. And then, as you said, Marina joined Google, and I talked to her about this. And she was like, oh, yeah, that sounds like a fun idea. Why don't I build the Android version? And then she wrote lots of blog posts about that, which are absolutely fantastic. And they're still, well, they're obviously still on the blog, so people can read them and learn how Firebase works on Android. And then we had an idea to take it to the next level, and this is why we're here.
Yep.
So, Marina, you can talk a little bit about what we had in mind for next level stuff.
Yes. Also, I would like to add a small detail, just tiny little detail, that all this process from the moment you said that until now took like around 4 years, which was when I joined Google. So we did work on the first version that I did the blog post for, and there is a second version as well on the Android repo, but then it's still like is a repaginated, like revamped version of that first one, right? Just a different UI and some modern packages from Jetpack Compose. But then at some point last year, you and I, Peter, like sat down and we were like, okay, cool, we have AI now. When we first started Make It So, we didn't have AI. So we were like, well, what can we do with this? How can we use it to not only like build it faster, but build nice features into it. And what other Firebase products can we use, essentially? Because we had a few already being used, like Auth and Firestore and Crashlytics, but I think we use remote config at some point as well. And we just wanted to expand and see what can we achieve, what can we do, how many features can we build with this app, and maybe we can inspire people to do the same. Hopefully we can inspire people to do the same. All of that while having fun with friends. So we decided to do that in live stream style, because then everyone that is in our audience right now, or after when they see this in the YouTube channel, they can see us trying and potentially failing on a lot of stuff, but also succeeding in a lot of stuff. And so, and no, it is right. We are going to test a few of these AI tools. Some of them we've used a few times. Some of them we're still scratching the surface. So we're going to learn with the audience as we evolve. It's one of the things I'm more excited about, actually.
Yeah.
So can I ask, the original Make It So app, was it just originally designed to replicate like one small thing, or over time did you bolt on more features that Firebase offers? Because Firebase is a pretty large platform. There's like 20 products that live under there. And did it evolve from being like, oh, let me just like test Firestore real quick for myself, open security rules, which terrifies me, things like that. And then did you over time like lock them down with better security rules, auth, and make it something more scalable? Or not more scalable, but like just more, like I heard Marina mention remote config. And then the plan for the new one, are you going to add in any AI features that you would want to have in like a notes app, like maybe predictive text or image generation for like if you open up your fridge and you're like, oh, what can I make with all these condiments, right? And you take a picture of them. Are those things that you plan to add, or what's the direction you're planning on going with it?
So these were at least 4 different questions. I'll try to answer them as you asked them. So yes, we started out with the goal of showing as many Firebase features as possible. And we were making really good progress. And then at one point, AI happened, and we put our focus on other things. And then we kept on talking about the app, and we were like, okay, we need to really build this. And originally, we were planning to do this in studio, right? So we wanted to have like a regularly scripted show where we go into the studio and demonstrate, talk into the camera and say, hello, my name is Peter, and today I am going to show you how this works. And this is always a little bit stilted. And then we thought, okay, why not do it on a live stream? And in addition to all the features that we already have, also implement stuff that we didn't have. For example, an invite feature, right? So we always wanted to have a feature where I can set up a list and put all my tasks on there, for example, for running a show like this. And then because it's much more fun to do it, in a collaborative style, share that list, invite Noe, for example, and then say, okay, mate, can you help me out here? So
so I have one more thing to not read.
Yeah.
I don't have to just not read my emails. I can also not read this list that you sent me.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, should we get started?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's make it so.
Let's make it so. So, Marina, I think what was the plan for today?
Okay, so what we thought, it's worth saying that everything we brainstormed before coming here today, and I believe going forward, is like an idea for how it would work in real life, in the real world. Like if we were really building this application to like put in we really are building this application, but we wanted to do it as real as possible as it would be in the real world. And I think it's pretty safe to say that AI is being part of most people's day-to-day life. And naturally, we thought, okay, let's start chatting to AI, seeing what we can get from it. So maybe we start with PRD for this project and see if Gemini can help us break down what this app should look like and what is the plan to build this project. Shall we do that?
Yeah, let's do it. So while I type in the prompt, maybe you two can discuss what is a PRD.
It's 3 letters. It stands for product, requirements,
Document.
line, document. Yeah, document. Yeah, product
Yeah.
requirements document. And it's the thing that you write after you already build the product, right?
Yeah, because then it's easier, right? You just screenshot the
You're just
app.
like, oh,
and
yeah.
document. Yeah.
Fill in the details. You already know the design, things like that.
No, but yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, okay. So
You're so polite.
so no, traditionally you build it before you build the product, and you come up with a design that outlines every step of the product that you're going to build, right? So sometimes it's like the user journey that you're trying to solve, what you are building, specifically what you're not building. So you might say like, yes, this is a notes app, but it's not like a to-do list, right? And we don't plan on becoming a to-do list. Then you pick out your technology stack, things like Firestore, auth, security rules. You talk about the risks of building this, and I believe you also talk about there's one other thing that I'm missing. Marina, do you remember what I'm missing?
No, you've got the risks, you've got what's in the scope, you've got the tech stack, user journeys.
What we're not building as well, which I know is sometimes like a thing, right? So that's one way to like cap scope creep, is having somebody, because what happens is I write the PRD and then I send it to my buddy Rody, and Rody's great, but he sees the horizon and he's like, I think we could go past that, right? If I'm like, let's stop at like low orbit, he's like, nope, we're heading to Pluto. So he just iterates on ideas so quickly, and they're great. But sometimes I'm like, let's save that for like V6, right? I just want to get V1 out the door. So that's having like what we're not aiming to build this time, and like then we can have a PRD for each feature that we tack on top of that.
Yeah, and also I've seen different PRDs across like this years working in tech, and the level of details that you can go vary a lot, right? Depending on the project and what you're building. You can, for example, go into the details of what tasks you want to have, like major points that you want to have, checkpoints that you want to have. You can add designs for the screen, like mock-ups that you can use as visual guide for what you want to build. You can have it break down for platforms. Like, for example, since here we are doing it for iOS and Android, we do have sessions for what we want to accomplish in these platforms. So it also depends. The level of details and how many sections you're going to have on the PRD also depends on the scope of your project and what you're aiming to achieve with it. That's what I feel like. But I would like to hear your opinions about it as well.
So while you were talking, I typed in this prompt. So I said, can you please help me write a PRD for a to-do list application? What needs to go into a PRD? And so it gave me 2 versions, and I chose the A version because I thought that was a lot better, because it had all those keywords like goals and success metrics, the target audience, and non-functional requirements and stuff like that, right? So here we go, and we should probably also update the name, because we're not going to call it Taskmaster, but make it so. So here is a draft PRD, and now we can basically, let's check a couple of things. So we've got the name, we've got the objective, lightweight, distraction-free mobile app. And I think for this one here, we would want to do a web version, because we'll be using, we'll not go into Android Studio or Xcode today. And the target persona, busy professional, functional requirements. OK, create task, complete, delete, and edit tasks. Sounds good. Due dates and categories. Yeah. And then non-functional requirements must support offline mode. Does it know that we work on Firebase? Must load in under 1.5 seconds. Platform. Oh, that's quite interesting. So it wants to support iOS and Android, and then it suggests using React Native or Flutter. Interesting. Yeah. OK.
That would be fun for me to watch Marina and Peter code a React Native or Flutter app, because you both have no experience in either of those. Am I right?
A little bit with Flutter, but not too much.
We could use AI to help us out.
Yeah, we would figure it out eventually.
So I do have a live question for us. Make it so. Number one, if Gemini is number one, who is captain of the Enterprise, Peter or Marina? And I would like to respond by saying, can I be captain?
Make it so.
I think Peter's got down the movement. Marina, do you want to give us a make it so? We'll see.
Like this? I got the camera wrong.
I think Peter might be the captain just on that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll update the PRD saying that we want to use Make It So as the name, and iOS and Android versions coming later, and web first launch. Nice. So here we've got our product requirement document, and introduction and goals, target audience, scope and phasing. Yep, sounds good. It's so interesting. So it added a couple of new things, right? So it added a quick add, and maybe that's just a refinement.
That'd be kind of cool to have like a quick add from like a widget.
Yeah, it would be. That's a nice feature request. Okay, cool. So now we've got our PRD. Let's see what we can do here. So I could export that to Google Docs. So let's do that. And then see how the document looks like. And then I think we should try to prototype that, right, Marina?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's our document. That's very nice. I always like to go and change the page setup to pageless.
Yes, it's literally the first thing I do every time I go into a document.
Okay, cool. So how can we prototype this?
I've got a few ideas.
Yep.
So first we can use Google AI Studio. We can also first prototype the screens, like the design of the screens, before we can head into one of those softwares. We can also use Antigravity to do that. We could use Firebase Studio to do that. There are many platforms. Since we're aiming to do a prototype in a web app today, we could try these different platforms, see which one gets closer to what we want. What do you think?
Yeah. So I like the prototyping the screens thing. Do we want to do this first? So would this be, probably something that we should do before we go and have anything write any code for us, right?
Yeah. Know what the app looks like.
Yeah. Okay, so this is probably, you told me about a tool that you've been playing around with recently.
I did, yes. First, do you want to try Nano Banana Pro to do that? I'm just curious to see what Nano Banana is going to give us with that.
In the same chat?
Yeah, let's just change to...
Okay.
Wait, is it Nano Banana Pro here, or do you have to go to AI Studio to get Nano Banana Pro?
I think it's Nano Banana Pro. You think you need to go to AI Studio.
So maybe we'll see what Nana Banana gives us in Peter's chat.
Do you think this is a good enough prompt? Please create the UI for this app, or should I be more specific?
It should. I mean, it has all the context. It should.
Make it good.
Let's create the UI for this app. Maybe try to be specific that right now we are, well, it did say on the PRD that it wanted an iOS and Android app. So I feel like we're going to confuse it if we say web.
Okay. It should be easy to use.
Yeah.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
So we have another question. There's a Gemini button at the top right corner of your screen. Is that exclusive to Mac, or is that on Linux and Windows?
That is in Chrome.
Just in Chrome. Okay. Yeah. So it's exclusive to Chrome.
Ooh, look at that. Gemini and Chrome isn't available in your location. Well, it works in my corporate profile. Okay, so here we go. Well, how do you like that?
Can I be honest?
Yes, please.
Not sure it's the UI I had in mind.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
My co-founder is not happy about this.
I think it needs a little bit of color. I get it that for iOS we have more of a minimalistic approach to things, but it needs a bit more life to it, I think.
Okay, can you use an accent color? Marina, what's your favorite color?
I have so many, but I would say yellow is
Marina's favorite color is yellow. Also, yay for using British and American English spelling in one sentence.
Did I use it?
No, I used favorite with OU and color with just O. I'm such a savage.
Peter, we do have one comment about your desktop. Your menu bar seems to be very crowded. And have you considered buying more real estate up there?
Yes, but it is at a premium. I use an app called Ice Menu Bar. Before I used Bartender, but for reasons I can't disclose on a public stream, I'm using a different app now. How's that, Marina?
It is better because they put a little bit of yellow. I guess we can all agree it didn't change a lot, right?
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
We'll take it for now.
So are you actually going to take that design, or did you just lie to the LLM?
I don't know, like maybe it comes up with something else. I mean, like, what would you do if I told you not to buy it? We'll take it for now. Oh, great to hear it passes the co-founder test for now. Oh. Nice. So we've got the PRD, we've got the mockup. To move from concept to code, the next step is to define the data model. Well, yeah, true. But I mean, Marina, it seems like you were not completely blown away by that, right?
I'm not, no. You see, in this image, we cannot like see that. I cannot visualize that. I can sort of visualize that in a mobile phone, but not really. It's not even the format that you would have because, well, mobile, naturally, you would have it in a vertical screen. And also hard to imagine how it would adapt if I moved it to a tablet or to like a web version. So I think we can use a software that, like an app that is designed for that type of thing. That's designed for UX and UI.
Yeah. So do you want to do that? Because I think we talked about the tool, and I looked at the designs that you were able to create, and I was really impressed. They were a lot nicer than mine. So I think it should be you doing that. So what we can do, I need to share that document with you.
Yes.
But I don't want to disclose your email address. So
you can add with the email that I'm using on stage. Let me get it for you.
You just need to tell me where you're going to send me that email, and then I'm going to share that.
Okay.
I can also share with your corporate address.
No, it's fine. I've got it here. I will share with you in the chat here in the stream.
Not the YouTube chat.
No. You got it?
Yeah, I can see it. Oh. Hello.
Yeah, and then hi.
Okay, sending now.
Nice.
You got it?
Wait a second. Don't show my screen just yet. Da-da-da. I got it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to show your screen now. And here we go.
Is everyone seeing my screen? Is everyone seeing the document?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
You can.
And this is the tool that we're going to use. It's called Stitch. And it's designed to do that. So here are a couple of different things that I think is very nice. Oh, by the way.
Wait a moment. Let me see. I think people can still see my screen. So what is going on? Oh, we're on the. I was on the wrong one. Sorry. Okay, no. I was like, why is Marina's menu bar as crowded as mine?
No, mine is actually pretty organized now. I actually had a chat with someone at Google like last week about organizing tabs and stuff, and I took a time to do it, so it's actually organized now. So yeah, everyone is seeing Switch, right? Noe, Peter, and I guess everyone on the stream. Okay, cool.
I think so.
So this is the app that I was talking about. It's still in beta, but I just saw that 3 Pro is available. I tried with it like last week, 2 weeks ago, right, Peter, when you were in London and you saw the designs that I created. So I get it that it's a new version now. So let's see how that's going to go. But the first thing that I would like to show here is that I really like that you can do that thing that I said, like you can start from an app or a desktop. You will be able to see how that adapts into other devices after that. But yeah. Okay, Peter, can you tell me, instead of doing the PID now, can you tell me the prompt that you used again, the prompt that you used in Nano Banana? I just want to see how different this is going to be.
So, I mean, it did have the context. So my prompt was, please create the UI for this app. It should be easy to use.
The UI for a to-do list application.
It should be easy to use.
It should be.
It's also like super generic. When did you ever want an application that was hard to use?
Yeah, that is true. I don't know when we would prompt that, but
maybe we should try it one time.
Let's do it right after this.
Also, we can send one as a reference. Like if we really had liked the Nano Banana one, I would say we can just edit here and say like, oh, change these and that, like that, make this UI more modern or more like Android-like or something like that. But I would actually like to see this from scratch. So
if there's a design style, could you specify that as well? So like, you know how some people like a lot of vector art and stuff, could you specify that? Because me personally, I like brutalist design, and the first screen that Nano Banana returned to Peter, I was like, beautiful. Love it.
Yeah.
Monochrome, generic fonts, lovely.
Okay.
So
it should be easy to use. It should be, how do you say, brutalist style?
Brutalist, yeah.
Okay. Let's see what it comes up with.
It would be easy to use if the app was just one button. I mean, a to-do list application mostly has one button for adding stuff. So I guess.
What if it was just a microphone and you just told it like what was going on, and then you undid it, like you tapped it to stop it, right? Yeah. So it'd use like voice translation on the device. And then, hear me out, it's write only. So you'll never be able to see your to-dos.
Brilliant.
And then stuff happens in real world.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I should also change the screen layout so we can see the left bar a little bit better.
Design. Okay, so it gave me, this is new. So it gave me 3 different screens for this app. Do you see here on the menu? The test list screen, the screen.
Peter can see the screen. I cannot. Could you make your font like really uncomfortable for yourself, and then we at home can read it?
Yeah.
So Command plus.
Yeah.
Plus.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Oh, so that's the thing. It will make this bigger, but it won't make this screen bigger.
feature
Okay, maybe you
requests.
can dictate to us.
I can dictate to you. So basically what Stitch did is it told me 3 different screens that it wants to create for this app. The task list screen where you see all the to-dos, the add new task screen, and then the task detail screen where you can see all the details for that selected task once you click on it. And I said yes, design all of them. So it's now creating all 3 of them. I really like the feedback that Stitch gives here on the, or as it's creating screens, because it's like unleashing creativity and like all this like cool. It keeps me entertaining.
The Gemini CLI does something similar, right? Where it's like rewriting in Rust for no particular reason, right? I always think that's so funny.
Yeah, and you can turn it off. So I don't know. So on the iOS SDK repository, the fun mode is turned off, because sometimes I think it can be a little bit silly.
Yeah. Ooh.
How's the thinking going there for Stitch? Imagining.
It's really thinking.
Yep.
It's really thinking, yeah. Okay, it's almost there because the seconds are going down here in the feedback.
Oh.
Or maybe it's like one of those things where it goes all the way down to like 1 second left and then it adds like 180 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, I can see something coming.
Yeah.
Ooh. Waiting
And then
for
you
the
can
big reveal.
uncomfortably zoom in like really close to this, right? Just like a pinch zoom.
Ooh. This looks.
This looks cool.
It does.
Okay, there's one more screen that is still generating.
Oh, so it keeps on blurring them until it has done all of them?
Yes.
Fixed deployment pipeline.
Nice. Woo.
There you go.
Nice.
Okay, so it explains a little bit of what it's just created. It suggests some replies that you can give, like make the background color darker. I don't know how it would.
I don't know why you want to do that.
It's really dark.
We need to go darker.
One thing that we can do, which I had fun doing, is no, not this button. Change a little bit. Okay, so we can edit the theme here. So like if we thought, okay, this was too brutalist, I don't really like this square, like very square, we can change the borders and like apply theme. Is going to think a little bit about it. Come on, I'm live. Don't disappoint me now.
Do you have to resend it?
Oh, yeah, no, it's just taking a bit. Maybe it's because the Reason 3 Pro, I tested it with 2.5, I think, flash last week. Okay, did it do some smoothing on the edges? Don't think it did.
Can you make it a bit larger? Oh yeah, nice.
This is enough?
Yep.
Okay, let's try more things. So this is the dark theme. So we can create a light one. And again, it's going to...
that's interesting. So it creates an entirely new set of screens if you want to go the other mode. Interesting.
Here, I think it's going to just update the one that is here. You can keep switching back and forth between them. See?
Ooh.
Oh, I love it.
It reminds me so much. What's the name of the website? Is it there's a developer blog outlet that looks exactly like that. What's it called? I'm gonna find it.
Don't know. But yeah, you can change the font and you can change
2, I think it is.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Dev.2 looks exactly like that.
Oh.
What's the blue outline on the top one?
Sorry?
There's like a blue outline on the top one. Do you think that's because it's like focused?
Yeah.
Yep, I think
do
so.
this, it's just changing the focus to the other one.
No. I'm talking about the design system review. Do you notice that, or is it maybe just my eyes?
Oh, true. Yeah.
The design.
In the design?
Yeah.
Where?
So if you look at this one.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I think it's representing like when some or maybe because you can see these ones are like grayed out. So maybe it means this is a
So
low
I think it's
priority.
an urgency thing, right? So
The
the very
urgency,
urgent one
yeah.
has that blue, the medium and
Higher.
whatever the other high, yeah, and then the low are like kind of like gray.
Yeah.
Ooh. Live question: does Stitch rely on Gemini?
I believe so.
I assume that Gemini is used under the hood to power all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Another thing that is cool to do is that you can create variations. So here you can see the number of options that you want to have, variations of that. And you can say, if you just want to refine, so change a little bit, if you want to have a medium creative range, or if you want to go literally like you only live once, which usually results in some fun UI. Oh my God, a mosquito. I've had some fun with this one as well. So let's try different color schemes and go YOLO mode to see what, but I'm going to put one, otherwise it's gonna take a while.
Did you say YOLO mode or yellow mode? Because I know yellow is your favorite color.
Yeah, I did say YOLO, but kind of regret it. Should have said yellow. Okay, so it's going to create another one. Dun, dun, dun,
I
dun.
wonder if you said like, so you had a custom instruction there. I wonder if you said like, make it harder to use, right? Like what it would do.
So maybe that is our homework assignment for people on the stream. Take what we did here and then turn it into a hard to use application, and then share what they were able to achieve with us in the comments. Yeah, please go ahead and do that. I'm really curious about that.
Oh my God, it did use yellow, Peter. I think it's listening to us. But you see, it gave me a variation of that. That went more than just a refinement. It literally recreated the thing. So yeah, this is cool. We did have we brainstormed some screens. Maybe we should use that ones once we move forward past the prototype. But I think we should try to use this one today. What do you think?
Yeah. So I agree. But before we do, I've got one question. So these screens here are based on you saying, can you please create the screens for to-do list application? So they are not grounded in the PRD that we created before. So I see two ways how to make sure that the PRD is addressed. So one would be to say, okay, here's a PRD, please create the screens for that. And the other way around is to, and I often do that, take the screens or the implementation or whatever you have, and then ask the model to compare that to the PRD or whatever specification you have. So, oftentimes I will ask the model to create me an implementation plan, and then it will implement that, and then I'll do a couple of things as well. And then at one point, I want to verify, does it cover all the bases? And then I'll ask it to make that comparison. So if we took the PRD and pasted it into that chat window at the bottom left corner, could we say, can you please verify if this UI matches the PRD? And there is also a plus button, right? So can you use the plus button to attach documents and then say, can you images?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to go next. So what I did for that project that you saw me doing, for another one I did after that, is your option B, which is I had the description of my product, my product requirement document, and I had an idea for an UI, and I asked it to merge the two of them because you cannot attach a document here. So.
And even if you turned the document into an image, it would try to implement a UI that looks like the image, I guess.
Yeah, probably, because that's it would be interpreted as just refining that UI that I sent. What I could do is like do a control. I don't know what's the context window for Stitch, to be honest, but we could try to copy paste. But from my previous experience with Stitch, the biggest the prompt is, the more it gets a bit confused. So we can definitely try, but yeah, we can actually try. But before we try that, let me show something that is also cool. So we can actually create a preview. Let's create the mobile one first. And the difference, it's creating. Wait a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. We should have like a background song that we leave. Like
yeah, we should have music that we can put on.
Yeah.
And then also this French guy. 10 hours later.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't give a feedback that it's creating, but a pop-up appears like on this part of the screen once the preview is ready.
So question from the live stream. Can it easily change one letter without regenerating the whole thing from scratch?
It regenerates, but the smaller the change is, the less it takes, the less time it takes to regenerate. So like from my previous tests, when I'm asking something that is very like on point, like how do you say it, like small, it will be able to focus on that. Also, it's worth saying there is a preview feature where you can annotate what you want to do. So like for example, if you want to, let's say, remove this tag, and then you hit apply, and then it's thinking. You can see the feedback here on the chat. It's thinking about it. It shouldn't take too long, but maybe I did a wrong thing by asking a change when it was generating the preview. So that may be on me.
Oh.
Okay, apply annotation.
Look at that. It just made it a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Huh?
Or is this the preview?
Yes. No, that's applying the annotation that I did.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. When I tried it a couple of weeks ago, unless my brain is failing me big time, it didn't completely regenerate. It was able to remove. But again, I just clicked on to do an edit right after asking for the preview. And I think I bugged the app by doing that because I haven't had this experience before. Keep in mind, Stitch is in beta right now. It's a very nice app. It's still in beta.
Yeah, I actually used Stitch recently for the blog that I wrote for Virtual Try-On because the thing that I like doing is backend stuff where like I write a function that does something that talks to the AI and all this other stuff, right? But when it comes to UI design, I think I made more designers cry after seeing my designs because of how disappointed they were. And they're like, what, who thinks that yellow and orange or like yellow and red go together like this? I'm like, have you never seen like an Old Bay can? Like, come on, it's colors of Baltimore. So it's, yeah, and it's funny when the first thing that popped up with the sample prompt and was like, oh, make the background darker. That's actually, I think if I went to my designer buddy and I was like, what do you think about this color black on this background? He'd be like, that's actually not black. That's charcoal, or, you know, give us the actual color. And he's like, you need to up the bits by like, you know, like 3, and then you'll have like true black. It's like, oh. Is this the preview?
So I think the preview feature is not working. I'm not seeing the little feedback here on the right corner telling me that it's generated the preview. I'll tell you what my experience was generating the web one. Also, I don't know if that's only web.
So while Noe was talking and you were playing around with the context menu, I think something changed, right?
I did this.
But
I did this.
Okay.
But do you see it's not adapting?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. When I did the web app, I could adapt it easily to these different things, but that only happened after the preview was generated, and then I could hover over and see all the actions and stuff. So maybe there is a bug. Maybe we just found a bug.
Okay.
Should we stop prototyping that like actually trying to vibe code this app, or do you guys want to try a web version of this, like prototype this web version?
I think let's go to the next stage and try to prototype this and you know, build something out of that, right? Because we've seen how we created the PRD, we created some interesting UI using Nano Banana. Now we've got a much better UI that you know, minus the yellow, actually looks really amazing. And I think none of us would have been able to put that together in any, you know, even if we had like 2 weeks of time. So that is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, let's try to turn this into a prototype.
Okay, cool. I am generating the light versions of this one, so we can have a consistent look when we import that. But what we can do meanwhile is, okay, cool. That's cool. And then the theme light apply. Okay, so while it generates, we can do this. We can come here and do export, and then we can choose AI Studio, and then click on Build with AI Studio. It will import the image and HTML from that screen specifically, and then have this already. But, well, it's going to give me a web app, but let's see. Good. And then here, Peter, we can make sure we can import the PRD after that, and make sure that this app is according to this PRD.
Yeah. Would it be possible to increase the font size and or go into light mode? Because I think it might be easier to see.
How is that?
I think that is a lot better.
Okay. I will download this as a PDF.
Oh.
Yeah.
You mean you think we need to attach this as a PDF?
No, yeah. I don't know if I'm signing as a. Yeah, I think I'm signing with this same account, so I should be able to just grab it from Drive, right?
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, like the different versions of the Gemini app support different ways to attaching things, but it's oh well, what's happening?
That was fast.
Yeah.
You just do this. Okay.
Is it clickable?
What?
What? And there's things that are already done?
There are many things done. Oh, there you go.
So it had already completed buying groceries.
That is amazing. I mean, oh, look at that animation. That looks beautiful.
AI can buy your groceries now. I saw it in the done column before Marina clicked anything.
Yeah,
groceries,
so
check.
You can come here and see what it has created. So let's do this thing, right? Let's do this. No, it says upload. Where is the... I could swear I could attach from here.
Yeah, me too. But upload files.
Yeah, but then
and then it uses your. Okay, maybe. What? Oh, you're in AI Studio, right?
Yeah. I can just add the PDF now that I have it downloaded. Yeah. Okay, so make sure this app follows the features in this PRD. Is that a good enough prompt, or do we want to improve it?
I like it. Let's do it. I would do the same, I think. Yeah. I also like how the name for the PDF is. Let's change the name to make it so.
I only realized that as soon as I did.
You know, that reminds me of a fun story that a conference speaker at one of the iOS conferences told me, or told the audience once. So his name is Jordi, and he is a very prolific creator. So he creates lots of apps, and he says, the name, the project name for one of his most successful apps literally is something like sample iCloud application. he never bothered to change the name, because then the package name would change and everything would change. So, it's still named like that.
Yeah. It is a bit painful when you have to change something that is the package, like the very own core. Basically changes all the file in your project, right? Because you have that like importing package on the top of every file.
Yeah. So this does not have a countdown, apparently. It just says how long it's been thinking.
It's been, instead of counting down, it's just counting up. But it's finalizing key bindings and integrating refinements and implementing edit mode. Oh, there you go. I will perform the following changes. So it's giving me some changes. It's going to adapt the layout, the architecture. It's doing the quick add.
All three of us are just sitting here on the edge of our seats staring at the spinner.
While we're doing that, I can show this.
What's that?
So it's an XKCD comic about the progress bar.
No, wait, 30 seconds.
But it's literally like that, right? I mean,
it is.
I don't know if it's still like that. It's been such a long time since I've used a Windows machine.
When I had dial-up internet and you would try and download like a patch for like a file or like a game or whatever, it would sit there and it would be like up, and then I just remember hanging on like the 99%. I remember picking up the phone to listen to see if the dial-up was still going. Like, did the internet drop? Like, what's going on?
Wow.
We have an app. Do you want to see it? Do you want to test it?
Ooh, all systems go. Wow.
Okay, let me interact with it. I lost the page. I lost the tab. Okay, I'll move to see you guys. Right. Okay, so this is a bit different, but let's go. Buy bread. It's actually something I have to do. Enter. There you go. Medium. Nice. I think it's a pretty urgent priority, so let me try to edit this. Ooh, you see? No editing. So it's not following the PID, because the PID does have the editing case, right? You can delete it.
It's cool that I added keyboard shortcuts.
Yeah, that's pretty nerdy.
Yeah. Let's see. What does it think about buying milk? Also medium.
Everything is medium.
Everything is medium. Let's.
Whoa. Go to the hospital. Putting go to the hospital.
Everything is medium.
Emergency room.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Try emergency room, because it could be like, my mom is sick. She's in the hospital. I got to go. It's like, medium. But then like, if you say like, go to the emergency room, you're clearly saying it's an emergency.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try it. Let's see what happens.
Go to the emergency room. SOS. No.
No.
Nope. But it did add an dark mode.
Oh,
cool.
That is nice.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Can you go to the completed tab? Okay, and if you undo that,
goes back.
And it's over there. Nice. Yeah. Pretty nice. Okay, so
do the keyboard shortcuts work?
Yeah. What happens if you tap the slash button? Slash key, I mean.
Yeah.
It focused it. It focused the input, because it took you right up to the type a task.
And then can you navigate using the keyboard? I mean, like.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! And then press the delete key.
Deleted.
Oh, that works. That is amazing.
That is very cool. I do like that.
It is very easy to use. Should we try to convince it that we want to be able to edit stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, can you even change the title of a task? Probably not, right?
No, I can't do anything editing wise.
Yeah.
I need to add button to each item to edit it.
So now that it's built in AI Studio, do we know if the data is saved anywhere?
Probably
is this just
just in the session, I assume.
Okay. So is that iced water or they're drinking, or is that like tea?
This is just water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm impressed that you could actually see what's in my hands because it's very camouflage. You shouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah. Well, I just have those camouflage eyes. I can find deer in the deer blind. It's fine.
So while it's doing it, I'd like to plan the next step. How do you guys feel about testing Antigravity's features to generate this app?
Yeah.
Like attaching there is no export button to Antigravity, but I can just export the image, add the PRD, and then also integration into Firebase.
So yes, for going to Antigravity. And what I was thinking, maybe we can export the code and then get it into Antigravity, and then make a change or implement something, or start with explaining the app or something like that.
Okay, the code that we already have here in AI Studio, or do you mean the code from Stitch?
The code that you have
AI Studio.
AI Studio, right?
Yeah, this one, because I think you can export that, right? There's a download
code
button. You could even publish it on GitHub.
Yeah. Okay, let's just see if this worked. Go to the emergency room. Okay.
Oh, there's an edit button. Look at that.
An edit.
Ooh.
Urgent.
Nice.
Yeah, you can do it. Go to the emergency room. Routine. Cool. That is cool. Nice. So now we go to code. Where is the export button? Does anyone know?
Does it just give you a bunch of files?
Sorry?
Oh, download app. Okay, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I thought you just, like, if you went to the code, you would have to copy and select each file.
Like in the old days.
It's like, that sounds like a feature request.
Right. Let me put this on my desktop and unzip this. Cool.
That's how I used GitHub when I first learned about it. I would go there and I would just copy each file individually down to my laptop.
Oh, really?
Hey,
yeah, I wasn't right.
Here's a feature that I'm curious to know if you knew about it. So in GitHub, you can drag the contents of a folder, and then it will upload the contents of the folder into your repository.
The contents of the folder, like it just gets everything that is in.
Yeah. So when you start a new repository, instead of using Git on the command line to push to that repository, you can drag your folder and drop it into the browser, and it will just do the same as if it will be the initial commit. Yeah.
How did you find that out?
I don't know.
Accidentally dragging things to Git.
Maybe. Yeah, it's a good question.
Won't sign your commit though, right? Like, is there a browser-based GPG key or anything to sign your commit?
No, I mean you can make changes to your repository right from within GitHub.
And it'll use some like local GitHub signing key to sign it too, right?
I don't know if it's you need to be signed in, and you need to have created the initial. You need to be in the repository creation process.
Okay, but it's only on the initial repo.
Yep.
Huh.
Anyways, Marina.
Yeah. Right. I will stop sharing this so I can share Antigravity. Oops, accidentally turned off my camera.
We can still see you.
Sorry?
We can still see you, so all is good.
Camera.
Cool.
Yeah, we can see Antigravity now. And again, you probably need to increase the font size.
Yeah. All right. Let me open this.
Yep.
Is that good?
That's really good. Yep. Perfect.
Nice. Let me open the project that we just imported. Not this one. This one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as I trust you all, just come on. Right. What do we want to ask first?
So I always do this thing of asking Gemini, hey, what kind of app is that?
I'll add the hey, because I think it's cool. Okay. What kind of app is that?
So is it a React app? I think I saw something fly by.
I think it is, yeah. Yeah. Bit with React and bit from looking at the code. Here's the key features: task management. We can filter from in progress and completed. There's persistence. Oh, it's using local storage. So here's where we can use Firebase MCP to ask you to store things on Firebase.
Do you have the MCP server installed?
I do, yes. But we can show how to do it for the audience if someone doesn't know. So on your project, just additional options, MCP servers, and then you can filter Firebase from the list, which is, well, the third one. So here's already installed, but it's as easy as clicking on install. So, okay, we know what this app is about. Now we need to run it. Yeah.
So we could either ask it to create a connector for Firestore. I think, yeah, persistence would be nice, right?
Just
okay, so you want to run it first. Yeah. What are you thinking? Firebase hosting? Hosting?
I was just thinking about running it locally to test. Right now. But yes, we can.
Okay, so it's being smart and it detects it needs to download the internet first using npm install.
Yeah, when I tested it, I was doing I'm not a web. Oh my god, where are we? Okay, here. I'm switching tabs between Antigravity and you guys because I'm only on one screen today, so it's a bit tricky. But I'm not a web app dev, right? So I am not very familiar with how to test this like before publishing it. So I was very amazed when last week when I was creating my like a personal website for me, I just literally said, I need to test it. How do I do it? And it just launched the browser on localhost and I could play around. I was like, oh, right, that's pretty cool if you're not like a web dev and you don't know how to do that. Oopsie, I changed it. Yeah, there you go. It provided me a link. But I need to change now. Can I change and show this? Wait, I am going to show you in a bit. Opening it. Cool.
I don't know if this is working as designed, but the streaming software that we're using currently just shows a giant picture of Peter on my screen. Oh, wait, everything came back. I don't have a giant picture of Peter just looking at, his screen, typing away.
Can you see it now? It opened in my local host.
It did, yeah. We can see it.
Right. There you go. It didn't create a shortcut to editing. Should have created. Right. So next step is going back to Antigravity. And Peter, you said connect to Firestore?
Yeah, how about that? Because I think that would be the logical next step, right? So first connect to Firestore and then take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, to do that, it would have to set up a project. So yeah, let's see what happens. So when I tried it, because you need to make sure that you're signed in using the correct account, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, right now I still don't have a project, right? So I'm hoping it creates one in the Google accounts that I have.
So, okay, so before we do that, two things. One, Marina, you told me that you need to be out by the top of the hour, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that gives us maybe 10 more minutes to go.
Mm-hmm.
And then you should have enough time to make it to your next appointment. So the other thing that I think we should discuss is Antigravity has this really nice feature where it creates this implementation plan, right? So maybe we can do that and then see if we're bold enough to implement that change. So how about we ask it to create an implementation plan for what needs to be done to turn this into a real multi-user app. Yeah.
Create an implementation plan to turn this into, I didn't hear what you said.
A multi-user app. We want to be able to store data in Firestore. Users should be able to sign in.
Share data.
Signing with Firebase authentication and store data in Firestore and access it from different devices. Is that what you had in mind?
Yep. And also, you're in planning mode. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
planning mode, what are,
No, go ahead, please.
I was gonna say, besides planning mode, what are the other modes? I just type things in and I let it go, and then it just tells me when it breaks or works, right?
So I think one, it has the planning mode and then the fast mode, and then you can also configure if the agent can just go ahead and decide if it's going to wait for you to confirm that you are happy with the changes that it proposes, or if it can just go fast, right? And I think there are 3 settings. One of them is always ask the user. The second one is never ask the user. And there is one in the middle where it's like, you can decide if it's safe to go ahead. And I've been using that mostly. And
yeah,
it, sometimes it asks me, sometimes it doesn't. But I feel comfortable using that.
I think maybe one is like for when you know what you want. The next one is for when you don't know what you want. And then the final one is like you kind of know what you want.
Yeah,
right?
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I was not expecting that. That's a good one. Okay, so
sorry.
Oh God, it's gonna be hard to come back from this one. Okay.
Focus, Marina.
Serious. This is a work streaming. I'm working. Okay. So the implementation plan. That's very interesting. 2 things that I like. I would actually like to ask you to, if you have like highlight things that you really like in Antigravity. For me, apart from the one that I said of like just saying launch this so I can test, and figuring out what type of app this is and launching was very cool to me. But also in the implementation plans, like when it gives us the breakdown of all the tests that it's going to do, the important and action required steps were very useful for me personally. Like this one is a good one. This app is still not in production, so like it doesn't really makes any difference for us. But if you already have an app like in production and everything is stored in local storage, it's useful to know it's not going to be automatically migrated. And I think one of the other apps that I created, like it had some very important, like you have to do this before, so I can keep going with the next tasks. And it was related to Firebase actually. So yeah, I found it useful. Do you guys have any features that you were like, oh yeah, it's caught my eye, this is cool?
You mean in the plan that it suggested?
In Antigravity.
Yeah, so what I really like is the way how you can comment on anything, right? So the blue button that shows up when you hover over the text, for example, where you can say, okay, here are my thoughts about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
You would like that feature, Peter. Every time I write a Google Doc and I send it to Peter, it's mostly just a wall of red text.
I have thoughts.
I have a few thoughts. And it's like, no, you have a lot of thoughts, bud.
Typically I say I left a couple of comments.
I guess couple is relative, right? When I was growing up, a couple was 2.
It's not wrong. Maybe I'll refrain to saying a bunch.
So it's doing.
Arthur left a comment and says he likes the ability to revert back to previous state in the chat. Yeah, that is pretty useful as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like that as well.
That was also a feature in Firebase Studio where you could just go back like halfway through and click revert.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see the proposed changes and see if we think that is.
It's already. You're late.
I was just, I was already thinking about all the comments I wanted to make.
I was thinking about lunch.
So, what it did is walk through. So changes implemented. It did the Firebase integration. I did see here when you was, oh God, you did a lot of things. Right at the beginning, it was like trying to find a Firebase project. It didn't, so it created one. A new project, and then here. So it listed my Firebase projects, created a new one, and then initialized Firestore in that project. Imported all the files that it needs here, like firebase.ts. What else did it do? Integrated with Firebase, and then authentication. Oh, it used real-time database? No, it replaced with Cloud Firestore, but I don't know why this. I think it just means in real time, not time database. And then added the login screen and a logout button in the header once we're in the app, and then it can test it. So let's accept. Are we happy?
Yeah.
I'm always happy.
So. Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to. Wait, let me.
The thing that I am wondering about is did it actually connect to a Firebase project?
I think so. Let me open let me show now the browser, and I can open Firebase console.
Yep.
Window. So sure. Right. Let's go back. Okay. Can you guys see the landing page here? Make it so.
Yes. Yep.
Signing with Google. So. Oh no! Everyone saw my email. Continue. There we go. We're in.
Right. Wow.
Right. We can leave as well, but let's go to the Firebase console. Okay, so should be right here at the top, right?
Not
I
necessarily.
think that is sorted by the which one you went into last.
I'm in a different account. But that is a personal account. So let me do something. You guys gonna have to. This is gonna work. Like, you're gonna have to trust me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do we need to do a dance or?
I think
play
trust
some
falls.
music in the
So what
meantime?
happens is we stand up and we do this, and then we fall backwards, and Marina will catch us.
Trust the process.
I don't know why. What is the thing it created? Go back. I'm using the existing project, a new project. I don't see this project on the same account that I'm logged in Antigravity.
Can you share your Antigravity window, and then we can maybe go and look together, and then people on the stream can learn how to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So the problem is we don't know if this is connected to a Firebase project, and if so, which one it is. So, and in the chat window, I can see something. So what does it tell us?
It tells us that it's a new project. This is the existing project, a new project, some numbers. But when I go to my account, my Firebase account logged into this, but wait, I think it's not the accounts that I'm logged into Antigravity. Is the one that I have. No, it is, right?
That you're logged in. No, it should be whatever you're logged into Firebase login with. So
then yes,
if you open up a terminal in Antigravity and you type in like Firebase and then some other things, you should be able to figure out which account it is. I think it's like Firebase auth list.
Okay.
Can I also say something? So I played around with it this afternoon, and I ended up with literally the same project name, I think. So
really?
Yes, that looks very, very familiar. So a new project, and I think that number also looks extremely familiar to me. So what I am thinking is that it somehow made this up.
Yeah, no. I just found it. No, it was right. It was just my corp account is logged when I did Firebase login. Even though Antigravity is logged on my personal account.
Okay.
Yeah. Literally just found that on Firebase.
And can you go to the console of that project? Does it open? Because when I tried to do it, it didn't open.
Look how crazy this is. Can I show this? I think there's no problem. It's just the Firebase console. There's no. Okay, let me.
You can make checks payable to Noe, by the way, just so you're aware, Marina.
It's in what, sorry?
Oh, I said you can make checks payable to Noe for helping you get unblocked.
Yeah.
I'll send you a little tip screen you can pick.
So you see how I searched for the exact project on my corp account and it shows up, but then I click on it and I see this.
Exactly, that is what I got as well. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back to Antigravity. We've got less than 10 minutes left before you really need to go, Marina.
Yes.
And I'm not trying to kick you out, but I'm just trying to be the timekeeper because you told me that you need to be at another appointment.
No, it's all right. I know you don't really like me. It's fine.
I always bring chocolate when I come to London for the team.
That is true.
So why does it try to deploy to that project? So for some reason, so we need to find out where it gets the project name from. So what happens if you open the console in Antigravity and then type Firebase use?
Open the Firebase.
The terminal.
The terminal. Sorry. For some reason I always say console when I mean terminal. So go type Control
Command Shift
B. to bring up and then type in terminal. Yeah.
Yeah. And then?
Yeah. And then click on bash or Z shell, whatever your preference is. And then type
Firebase
in.
use.
Yep.
Like this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what does it say?
Oh, I need to
she needs to update node.
Personalizes active project.
Okay, so it's a completely different project.
Yeah. Yeah, so I need to change the project.
Yeah, so maybe you can go into the chat and then say, sorry, but the project that you're trying to deploy to doesn't exist. It belongs to another user. We need to create a new project. In my account, and then you need to pass the name of the account for that user that you're signed in.
Literally
in your browser, right? The awesome Firebase user.
Yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, so people, people on the stream who see us trying to find out why the hell stuff is working this way and why it's not working, that literally is one of the reasons why we're doing this, to show that we're just normal people.
Yeah. And that this is normal. I got a lot of comments from people like going to conferences or just chatting to people online. That a lot of people are still like scared of AI. I think sometimes we live in a bubble where we use this day to day and we're not scared anymore, but there are still a lot of people that is like, oh, this is complex, this is difficult. And yeah, some things are complex, but I think one of the ideas personally that I would like to show here is that it's not that like complex. You can figure it out together. We can all help each other. It's literally why we're in that role for, right?
Yep.
It is thinking. While it's thinking, did we mention at any point in this live thing, not live show, but live stream, did we mention at some point that this is going to be a different live stream series, Peter? No, right?
No, we did not yet. Yeah, so next year there is going to be at least 2 live stream series that the Firebase team will be running. So we will continue doing Firebase After Hours, and we will have various guests that join the show, and it's going to be a mix of interviews / conversations / demos. And then Marina and I are going to start a new thing. And let me see if I can get the name right, because I need to get it right next year. Code, commit, deploy, repeat.
Yes.
So that's going to be the new show that Marina and I will be running next year. Now, if you ask nicely, we might bring you on a bunch of times.
Just for the comedic
for example, when we talk about auth and app tech and stuff like that. And the idea for this show is to have a live coding show where the main focus is on building stuff like we did today. And of course, there's going to be talking. We want to explain how stuff works. But we will we'll continue working on this to-do list application, and we'll build it out for iOS and Android. And we will show you how we use the tools, and we will learn as we go along. Of course, we'll be prepared and stuff like that, but it's going to be raw and unedited, and hopefully a lot of fun.
Yep. That said, I don't really want to go, but I have to. So, and yes, you are right. Antigravity just told me I'm logged in my corp. So if I want to use that other account, I just need to do Firebase login and log into the right account, and then we should be able to do it.
So that is no problem at all, because what we can do when we start the new show, we can come back to this moment in time and then say, here is how we fix the problem, and then show people how to do that. And that will be the kickoff for the new live streaming series. We don't have a firm date yet, but it will be in January 2026, and we will definitely keep you updated on the channel. So if you don't want to miss out, you know the drill. Hit that bell icon, subscribe to the channel, and follow us on all your preferred social channels, and we will announce it there. Awesome. I think we were able to go through a lot.
Yeah, show a lot of cool AI.
I was really surprised. I was like, this is really going slow in the beginning, and then, you put the accelerator on the floor.
Yeah, I'm very glad that we got to test so many like AI tools together. It was fun, and here's to doing more of that next year.
Yep. Noe, you need to do the outro.
I do. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Firebase After Hours. I'm Peter Fries, and I'll see you in the next one.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.